Jenny, good to see you, today. I got your email, and I saw that you wanted to cover something not on our usual agenda today.
Right,
so
right.
please share with me what would be valuable for us to focus on today, in terms of a particular content area.
Right. Well, I wanted to talk to you about Rita. As you know, I hired her about 3 months ago, and content-wise, she's just fantastic. She is really doing well with putting the different training programs together, and she knows her stuff. My issue is around this. I don't know what's going on with her. When she tries to bring up a problem or in our one-on-one meetings like this, she goes on and on and on. And bottom line, what is it? What is it that you need from me? Mm-hmm. And then she also likes to interrupt in the middle of the day. She'll stick her head in and either have a question or she just wants to tell me about her weekend. Mm-hmm. And I don't know whether she wants to be my friend. I don't know whether she has some kind of organization problem in her head. I don't know whether she's just trying to show me how much she knows all the time. It's frustrating to me, and I have a feeling I'm probably starting to show some frustration.
Well, I'm wondering, because before you just said that word, what I was getting from your comments was frustration. Mm-hmm. So just to clarify, for us, use of our time today, the current situation with Rita, it would be helpful for you if we talk it through. Is that correct?
Yes.
And for the purpose of what would be a value added at the end of our time if we were to come away with something specific?
I have some ideas on how to manage Rita.
Okay. All right. So, ideas on how to manage her. I heard you say she comes in unannounced. She goes on and on. She will raise things sometimes and interrupt. And you're not sure about her motivation and so on and so on. So I'm wondering if I could ask you this. Mm-hmm. Think about an interaction with Rita that goes fantastically well. It's an excellent interaction. It's exactly the way you would want it to be. Mm-hmm. Describe that to me.
All right. We have appointments on the calendar.
Okay.
I have a standing meeting with her on Thursdays at 2. Well, hold your questions and your details, until that meeting at 2, unless it's an emergency. And then give me a high sign that you need to talk to me, and we will discuss when a good time that is. Mm-hmm. She comes in with just the expectation. Mm-hmm. The other would be when we do have our meetings, we have a nice set agenda, and it's organized to, here's the issue, here's the thought I put into it, here's what I need from you. When we get to the bottom line, we end with 3 or 4 actions, out she goes.
Okay. So what needs to happen in order to set that up? What I'm really wondering is what conversation have you had with Rita wherein you described what you need from the kinds of meetings that you have with her, and then talk through to get to an agreement about how those meetings might go? And, since she's part of your staff, mm-hmm. to what extent do you know what she needs from you?
Mm. Well, the simple answer to your question is nothing. I haven't done anything. Now, that's not quite true. When she does just put her head in, I'll say, I really can't talk right now. Can we talk at 3? Mm-hmm. All right. So I don't just blow her off, yet I can see disappointment in her face. Mm-hmm. All right, so then I go, oh my God, I hurt her feelings. All right, so there's that. In terms of her coming into our meetings, I have sent to her, it would be helpful to me if we could organize our meetings in this way. And I just showed her a sample agenda. I didn't go into any details or what have you. And the next time she came, she did a version of it where she just put the topic and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in this agenda that I had shown her, I had the show, I was hoping that she would show me the purpose and what we needed to get out of it. She didn't put any of that down there. She did just list, she gave me a list is what she did.
Okay. So still, the list, when she did it, was one step that she hadn't done before.
Yes.
And I hear you saying that you were hoping that she would come in with, you know, the agenda that perfectly mirrored yours. That said,
yes. Yeah.
okay, that said, I don't hear you describing to me a conversation where you sat down and talked about what structure would be best,
No.
how you both could contribute to it. and so on.
I didn't do that.
All right, so let's look at that language, because even from a language perspective, you could potentially have a big impact on her. Think about what you just shared with me. For example, I can't talk to you right now. Can I see you 3?
Yes.
Which, knowing you and some of your tone, I'm thinking it could have come out that way.
Most likely.
All right, now compare that to, I see that you need my help and I want to give you my full attention. I can't do that right now. How about 3?
That's really good. Can I tape that? And just
Well,
play it whenever she sticks her head in?
No, but you could write down some notes
Yeah.
and then you could decide to use language like that.
No, that's very helpful because it creates a mutual, us working together to make this happen for you.
Yes. So the alternatives that we're going through here, just to recap, you have tried just handing over a sample of what you wanted without a lot of explanation. That had minimal success,
Right.
but not totally to your satisfaction.
Right.
I think I hear you saying you would be willing to consider using some different language
Definitely.
and perhaps scripting a conversation with Rita so that you could explain your intention to support her, to focus on her, to be the resource, you know, that you feel committed, you know, to being. And at the same time, in order to help you do that, you need some things too.
Yeah,
Is that a fair?
That would be a wonderful way to do it. And in fact, hearing you say it that way made me realize that, you know, I tend to interrupt her because I want her to get to the bottom line. And she probably has a lot of different feelings about that. I get so frustrated.
Well, you know, let's see how you could put that frustration out there in a non-charged way,
Right.
and talk about, you know, what it would take for you to be your best, for her to be her best,
Right, fabulous.
in the conversation.
Absolutely, absolutely.
A partnership kind of a model.
Right.
What do you
right.
think?
I think that should be the action. Let's try to map that out.
Okay, let's go ahead and do that. We'll work on that right now.